Hey guys, what is up? Dave R1 here, wanting to bring you guys a how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! The reason I want to bring this out is because I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For quite some time now, ever since Synchros came out, so it's been about, I don't personally know, maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. But, well actually I've been even doing this when it first came out, but I never really did it professionally. Like going to tournaments and actually dueling. Nowadays I'm doing it because I like it. It's fun. It's new. It's fresh. Every time a new pack comes out, you don't know what to expect. It's always fun. But nowadays, no one new has truly been joining. No one. And what I want is to create a video that will make people join, but not get tired of it because they keep getting beat. The only reason is because if you start off with packs, you probably won't get a good deck. If you start out with something else, it probably won't work. But that's why I'm bringing this out. Now then, what you really should do is don't go around buying a starter deck. You know, starter decks seem cool and everything, and the booklets are really nice to help. Don't do it, really. I mean, come on. They are nice, but it's just, they're so mixed up with cards. There's no specific card that works with this specific card besides like, oh, this monster with this monster, since they have the same name, work together. Go for a structure deck. A structure deck tends to have a certain thing of monsters like this deck. As you can see, well, not really from the light, glaring too bad, but 6 samurai, 6 samurai, 6 samurai. They're all warriors, they all have the same name, and we'll get to that when we get to the monsters, but we're going to get that soon. But as you can see, structure decks work well than starter decks. You know, you can go ahead and get them for the Synchros and XCs, they really help, they do, but don't go for it and then try to think you could win, because it's really just it's a mixture of cards. Don't try being the characters in the show, because of the fact that if you have not noticed, they get the good cards whenever they need it and then don't get the good cards when they don't need it. So it's kind of like their cheating type deal. Not to sound mean, but that's how it ends up. But anyway, now then, as I told you about the starter deck and structure deck, we'll get down to the main basis of what the cards are about. We have monsters, spells, field spells, extra deck, your graveyard, your deck. What all goes in the monster. And let's start off with showing you my little buddy right here. This is Alexander Dragon. As you can see, there's a bubble right here, there's stars, and there's the name. And you're asking Dave, what does this mean? Well, this is his name. This is what he is, Alexander Dragon. This right here, this little bubble, is light, is what his attribute is. It's not his type, it's his attribute. So if you think of, oh, this card says that my type needs to be dragon, this is what you look at. As you can see, he is a dragon. He looks like that from the card, but it also says dragon, if you can see it. Sorry if there's too much glare, but that's how it all is. But that's a normal type. As you can tell, you're wondering, like, what's a normal type if you've just started this game? If you haven't, you're probably like, well, don't, you stupid idiot. You don't need to tell me. But I'm going to do it anyways. You see, it's tan. And it says dragon only. Tan means it's normal. That's the one indentation you truly need. You can't, it's not darkened, it's not. This is a normal type. Now then, this is an effect type. As you can see, it's more darker color, more brownish color carving, and right next to dragon it says effect. So he has an ability that he can use anytime when his effect is applied. Like you see, name, attribute, type, level type, but effect. They're different. Now then, those are the two basis cards you would usually have in a deck, because usually decks are made up of that. As we get down to it, there are many different types of monsters. Psychic, there's winged beast, there's a dragon, there's dinosaur, there's all of it out there. There's even frogs. Or aquas, I should say, but they're frogs from their special thing. Now, as you can tell, there was a type, but there's a special thing called archetype. So you could be running a deck based around, oh, I don't know, just dragons. But you might get beat by an archetype deck, and you're like wondering, like, how did this happen? Mine's a basic deck. Well, an archetype deck is like these guys. Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. The reason that is because the deck war is a type deck, sure, but as you see from when I show you these three, if you could see it well enough or not, they're all names are six samurai. So they work together because of their names, which is an archetype. Like, if you're dealing with a direct deck, that's an archetype. Lightsworn is an archetype. Junk is an archetype. And it all works well because of its name. You could run a deck that is just so confusing that no one seems to understand, like the Lightsworn deck, but you understand it because of the fact that, oh, it's not typing, it's what their name is. So that's how it works. Okay. So we know normal monsters, effect monsters, archetype monsters. Now, then let's start shooting into bare bones. Then we have what everyone loves to see nowadays. We have the XC. Sorry about that. I had to peek at something. The XCs are something really new and really brand new to the dueling nest system. We used to have ritual types. If this monster's level and this monster's level put together equal this one's, you could summon him by this card's effect. With this, though, these cards nowadays, it's really amazing, if you ask me. All because of, as you can tell, for one, why is her level off to the side? Two, why is the card black? That's not like anything I've seen nowadays, but that's because this isn't something we didn't see nowadays at all. This is something brand new that just came out like maybe last year, a couple months ago, called XCs. And now XCs are a really amazing card, really amazing cards, because of the fact that they're like ritual cards because they rely on level like synchros and all that. We'll get to that after this, but it needs whatever number of monsters it says in the card, like right here. It says 2 level 4 monsters. You can't see it because of the glare from the camera, but sorry about that. But let's see, 2 level 4 monsters. Huh. Lila the Lightsworn Skullus and Mirage Dragon are both level 4. So I could tap them in the monster card zone, just like that. They don't go to the grave, they go like that. Bring her out. That's how they work. The 2 monsters that are used to make her become what they call XYZ material. So the monster, if it has a special effect, gains the effect. Except for her, she's got 2 effects. We'll get to one of the effects later. We'll get to both effects later because she's got 2 different amazing effects. Now then, that was an XC. This is a synchro. Now synchros are like XCs because they rely on monsters' levels. But this is not a rank, this is a level. But what happens is, it relies on one tuner, which is an effect monster or a normal monster. I will show you that later. And one non-tuner monster to make it. So, tuner monster level 3, and a non-tuner monster level 4, whatever you want to say it, because that's how it goes. So, let's just say that's a tuner, and this is a level 3 monster. These two can work together to make this. So level 4, level 3 makes a level 7 synchro. Some synchros are really good, some synchros are not as good as some people might hope. But they're really good, especially nowadays. But most people are going for the XC combos. That was, what do you know about the... sorry about that, I'm tongue-tied. That was the basis of monsters and special monsters. We are missing one monster type, which is the Sync Fusion. One monster with one monster makes this monster. But we'll get to that later. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me some feedback on what you want to do next, because I will do spells, traps, fields, anything you want me to do. I just want to see more people join. I would love it. It would make me feel better, because then I did something. I'll see you guys later.